Use names of staff. You're at the grocery store checkout. The cashier's tag says, "Hi, I'm Sandra." Most people don't even look. You say, "Thanks, Sandra. Hope your day's going okay." Her whole mood changes. People love hearing their own name. It sounds like a symphony to them and is one of the fastest ways to get better treatment. Say their name and you go from random customer to someone who sees me, and that changes everything. Tip generously once, then return. First time at a new cafe? Drop a nice tip. Not silently, visibly. Hand it over with a smile. "Thanks, this place is awesome." Next time the barista remembers your name. The drink's ready before you even order. You get treated like a regular, even if it's only your second visit. You paid once, and now you're in the VIP lane forever. People remember generosity, especially when it's rare. Always dress 10% better than expected. You don't need a suit, just one level above the room that makes people treat you differently. Walk into a coffee shop wearing a nice jacket while everyone else is in hoodies? Suddenly, the barista smiles more, your order gets double-checked, and people assume you're important. You're not overdressed, you're just standing out the right way. It's the difference between next customer and let me help you. Is there something you wish more people knew about this place? You're checking into a hotel. Instead of asking, "Is beer included?" you ask, "Is there something you wish more guests knew about this place?" The front desk pauses, smiles, and tells you about the quiet floor, the hidden courtyard, or the free coffee bar upstairs. People love feeling like insiders. And when you ask for the inside scoop, you often get it. You get better tips, better service, and way better stays. But yeah, I know, still no info about the beer. But let me get a bit personal. Do you ever do everything right? Show up sharp, say the right things, even dress a little better than expected, and still feel like you're not where you thought you'd be? I hit that wall not long ago. There wasn't some dramatic meltdown. I just kept thinking, this isn't the version of me I imagined at this point. I was stuck, quietly, slowly, and with a smile on my face. That's actually when I tried therapy. Not to get fixed, but to get clear. Because sometimes your own brain feels like a maze you built but you can't escape. One of the first things my therapist said was, "You're not behind, you're just measuring the wrong things." That line stuck. It helped me stop obsessing over timelines and start focusing on progress. That's why this video is a paid partnership with BetterHelp. They're on a mission to make starting therapy easier. You just fill out a short questionnaire and they'll match you with a credentialed therapist. If it's not the right fit, you can switch anytime, no extra cost. Go to betterhelp.com/knowabitmore to get 10% off your first month. Or just click the link in the description below. Arrive early and ask a personal question. You show up to your haircut appointment 5 minutes early. Instead of scrolling your phone, you ask the receptionist, "Busy day so far?" She smiles, says, "Yeah, actually," and starts chatting. Now, when the stylist walks in, you're not just next client, you're the one who is kind, relaxed, human. That tiny move, it gets you warmer treatment every single time. How can I make this easy for you? You're at the post office with a weird package. You know they will probably hate you, but instead of launching into a rant, you say, "Hey, how can I make this easy for you?" They pause, smile, maybe even thank you. Why? Because no one ever says that. That one sentence flips how they see you, from a problem to a partner. Suddenly, they're going out of their way to help you. Memorize people's coffee orders. Your coworker Sam orders an espresso every time. One morning, you show up with one and hand it to him. Figured you might need this. He lights up. No one else noticed, but you did. When you remember small things like someone's go-to coffee, people treat you like someone who listens, who cares, who's different. It's not about the drink. It's about the fact you noticed. Your social credit goes way up. Drop "I know that guy" and actually deliver. Someone at work says, "Ugh, I need a decent plumber." You go, "Oh, I know a guy. Want me to connect you?" You actually follow through. Now you're not just helpful, you're valuable. People treat connectors with more respect because they need you. You're unlocking doors for them. And guess what? They'll likely try to do the same for you. Book under the same name at restaurants. Use the same name every time. Same spot, same number. Matt, party of 2? Now you're familiar. After 2 or 3 visits, staff start treating you like a regular. You might get a better table, faster service, free drink even. You're not a stranger anymore. You're that guy who always books here. No loyalty card needed, just a name they recognize. What would make this a win for you? You're about to meet a client and there's a lot of money on the table. Before diving in, you ask, what would make this a win for you? Suddenly, you're not just another customer. They see you as someone who gets it. They see you're looking for a win-win solution, or at least you try to. And once people feel that, they treat you like a partner, not a task, not a transaction. Bring icebreakers that aren't cringe. You're at a birthday where you don't know anyone. Everyone's quietly sipping drinks. You turn to the guy next to you and say, okay, serious question. What's your most regretted purchase last year? Boom, instant conversation. It's not small talk, but it's not weird either. If you can kick things off without making it awkward, people treat you like the glue, like someone they want to be around. Know the security guard's name. Every day you walk past the front desk. One day, you stop and say, hey man, what's your name? Isaac. The next day, morning Isaac. That's it. Next time you forget your badge or need a favor, Isaac's got you. People who are ignored all day never forget the ones who noticed. And that treatment, it pays off when you least expect it. Ask, is there any flexibility on that? You're checking into a hotel. The room's not ready yet. Most people just sigh and wait. You ask, any flexibility on that? The front desk pauses. Suddenly, you're getting upgraded, or they find a room that's ready now. This line works everywhere. Car rentals, delivery windows, customer service. It's polite, it's soft, but it tells people you're not just here to accept whatever. You're someone worth trying for. And even if you get rejected, you don't lose anything. Use a specific compliment. You walk into a dental office. Instead of saying, nice place, you say, you guys keep this place crazy organized. It's impressive. Yeah, I know. Odd place, odd compliment. But that kind of praise hits harder. It's not fake. It's specific. And when you notice the things most people overlook or just don't bother pointing out, you stand out instantly. Use what would you do if you were me with professionals. You're doing a house renovation and the electrician gives you 3 options. Instead of asking, what should I do? You ask, what would you do if you were me? That one line changes the whole dynamic. They stop seeing you as clueless and start seeing you as a peer. Now they're thinking with you, not selling down at you. And just like that, you get smarter, more honest treatment. Notice small details. You walk into someone's home for the first time. Most people just make small talk and wait to be offered a drink. You say, that painting's cool. Your kid make that? The person lights up. People remember who noticed the bookshelf, the photos, the Lego set on the shelf. These little comments cost nothing, and they get you treated like someone who actually pays attention. Well, unless they made the painting, not their kid. Let me know if you'd ever want help with that. Someone says, I've been meaning to redo the kitchen, or I've been meaning to launch something. You say, let me know if you'd ever want help with that. I'd be down. No pitch, no pressure. People treat you differently when you offer your help without needing anything back. You're no longer just a contact, you're potential, and they remember that. Remember people's partner or pet's name. Your coworker mentioned their dog Luna a week ago. Today you ask, how's Luna doing? They blink, surprised. You remembered that? Yeah, you did. And now they treat you differently. People open up faster and trust you more when you remember small things that matter to them. You didn't fake it, you listened. And let's be honest, that's rare. Bring something small to share in group settings. You show up to a Monday meeting with gum or a charger. Boom, now you're the thoughtful one. You didn't show off, you just helped. And people remember that. They start offering you things back, saving you a seat, including you in conversations without you even asking. Small stuff equals big upgrades in how people treat you. Bring a small gift for a host or receptionist. You show up to a client office with a little bag of snacks for the front desk. Just a little something for you all. Nobody does that. But now, you're remembered. You're welcomed. The receptionist smiles wider. The meeting starts warmer. Doesn't matter what it is. Chocolate, coffee, pastry. It says you thought of them. And people always remember how you made them feel. Send a thank you message within 24 hours. You meet someone at a work event, or someone helps you prep for an interview. That night or the next morning, you shoot a quick message. Thanks again. Really appreciated your time. Done. Most people don't follow up at all, but now you stick in their brains as polite and thoughtful. And guess who they might think of next time something cool comes up? Introduce yourself with a compliment about the setting, not the person. You're meeting someone for the first time. Instead of saying, "Nice to meet you, Trallalero," you say, "You guys picked a great spot. This place has a cool atmosphere." That compliment lands better. It's safe, it's smart, it makes people feel good without putting them on the spot. And just like that, the conversation feels smoother, and so does the way they treat you. Recommend someone publicly without being asked. Your coworker Tina crushed a project. Instead of just telling her, you mention it in the group chat. Shout out to Tina, she kept everything on track and saved us big time. She didn't ask, you weren't told, and now she treats you like gold. People remember who gives credit freely, and later, when it's your turn to shine, they return the favor loud and clear. Always be the one to bring the pen. You're at a coffee meeting. Someone needs a pen. You pull one from your pocket like it's nothing. People look at you differently. Having a pen seems like nothing, but it says you're prepared, put together, someone who thinks ahead, and people respect that. Bonus tip, say Wingardium Peniosa as you hand it over. Dumb? Yeah, maybe. Memorable? Always. Carry a small notebook. Write things down in front of people. You're in a team meeting. Jeff, your boss, says, "The numbers were off last quarter." Most people just nod and wait for the next slide. They don't care much. Probably just like you. But you quietly open your notebook and write it down. Jeff notices. Suddenly, he adds more detail. He's now talking to you. A notebook makes you look sharp without saying a word, and there's a good chance you get treated like someone who actually matters. Bring a printed agenda or outline to meetings. You show up to the meeting with a one-page agenda you made yourself. Nobody asked for it, but suddenly everyone's looking at you. You're not showing off, you're showing initiative. And without saying a word, you just became the most prepared person in the room. And people do notice. Don't show up with empty hands. You show up to a friend's backyard barbecue with a pack of snacks or a few extra drinks. No big deal, but everyone notices. You didn't just come to hang out. You came thinking about others too. People will treat you like the thoughtful one, not because of what you brought, but because you thought beyond yourself. Employee recommendation. You're at a restaurant. The server walks over and you ask, "What do you usually get when you eat here?" They pause, then give you the real pick, not the tourist trap on the front of the menu. Want better food, better service, better everything? Skip the boring, "What's good?" and ask the person who actually eats there. Is there a better option than this? You're at the airport rental counter. They hand you the keys to the tiniest car on the lot. You pause and ask, "By any chance, is there a better option than this?" They smile. "Actually, we just had a no-show on a nicer one." You didn't demand, you didn't complain. You just asked calmly. And that's often all it takes to get quietly upgraded. Always be seen tipping in cash. You're finishing up at a busy restaurant. Most people just leave a tip on the table and walk out. You hand the cash directly to the server and say, "Thanks, the service was amazing." That moment gets noticed. And next time, you get better service, a warmer welcome, maybe even something on the house. People remember faces, not percentages. Tip well, tip early, and make sure they see it. Introduce two people in a way that makes you look like the connector. You're at a friend's party. You say, "You two should meet. Jake's the guy who built that wild custom van, and Lily's always traveling. You'll get along." Suddenly, you look like the glue, the connector. Even if you're not the loudest or most important person there, people treat you like you are because you're the one who brings people together. In fact, I was able to connect two people just like that a few years ago, and guess what? They're still together. Dessert to share for the table. You're at dinner with friends, and the plates get cleared. You say, let's grab 2 desserts for the table. You didn't ask for permission, you just made the move. Suddenly, people see you as the host, even if it's not your party. That one gesture makes you look generous, relaxed, and confident. You gave people a treat, and they remember the one who brought the good stuff, just like my dog. Speak with calm authority, even when unsure. You're asked, is this the right entrance? You say, yeah, it should be. I came through here last time. Even if you're only 70% sure, saying it calmly and directly changes how people see you. You're not loud, you're not cocky, but your tone says, I've got this. And people follow that. They defer, they trust. That's how authority works. Voice first, facts second. If you want to learn the most powerful manipulation tactics, watch the video you now see on the screen. Thanks for watching.